that summer can I get? You plan on trying to kill me, you gon' die some. Get sent there with your man, you gon' have to. Say that you gon' kill me, you can try to. He was a good man, so you gon' kill me, you can try to. He was a good man, but he could die too. She was a cold hoe, I had a lot to. Nigga, I ain't worried about what the bitch said. Taking our time, cause them niggas supposed to be dead. Had to cop a nigga, he in a wheelchair. I don't love you, then that shit just gon' feel weird. You was like a nigga got hit. Deal with it like 4 bullets and got laid with. With another one, you ain't gon' live with. Shoot that on yourself. You ain't help me when I needed help. You ain't sure cause you wanted. A bitch got hit. She was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Your son in the streets, he could die before he 9. Your son got hit by this 5. In the school hustle, talking about some real shit. I done been down on my dick, reminiscing with the plug thing about a lick. He told me to go make a hit. They think we copping to my brother to walk on this strip. If they outside, then that shit get flipped. Caught the nigga, he was texting a vet. We both shot him, that's a great assist. Put up on him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Y'all are waiting?
Brees now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
6-man. Check curl, check curl, check curl.
On second and 11 now. Brees. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a run with Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yo, 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 yo. Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's what led the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on it. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To the end zone, touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got back there. Oh, he just stuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A very solid gain of 27. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup again.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. So that'll back him up 5. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 27, Haskins, and he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. This is taken in. It's complete. And able to whip up a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ready. Right back forward. Hey, I'm coming after you.
The toss right to Geis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Garner. On 2nd and 7, Haskins steps away to his left. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A.J. Klein. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Haskins, 3rd and long, to Thompson on the screen. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From the 29, Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let him know, let him know. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. Right there.
Here's Haskins to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
We got this. Ready?
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Geis again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man here, Sims complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow, they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they ended up winning it by 11 points. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bree's going to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
95-56, 95-56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down and 4, Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Ready? Y'all waiting? 56. It's outside, guys. It's outside.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye, and this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to run it in the blind, the fullback, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Number one, look at a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On second and a couple. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check, 47. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second and 13. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from second and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Command, touchdown. 54 Mike. Watch the pass.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, the way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Breeze. Again has it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
5-8, 5-8. 56. Check. Kill. Check.
Breeze to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 24-yard touchdown. As they're now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Geis, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Here's Geis, and an alley to run. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
54. Mike, 54. Here it goes.
But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And that's the thing, the crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.